Hi guys, this is Sharifa. I am live again. Yesterday, the questions I didn't get to have a quality session because the internet connection was so bad yesterday. So I thought I would hop on again today to answer your immigration questions and then to kind of recap what I wanted to talk to you about yesterday, which is options to apply for the green card without your US citizen or legal permanent resident spouse. So I'm going to talk about that. Just keep in mind that the information I'll be giving you is not personal legal advice. And any of the answers to my questions will be general. If you would like personal legal advice, just go ahead and give my office a call at 561-405-4889, and I will gladly assist you. But today, and another thing I want to let you know, this is about you. So if you have any immigration questions, I know anybody who's going through the immigration process, they have a nagging immigration question. I'm pretty sure about it. It could be as little as, how long is this going to take? To why haven't they responded to the documents I submitted? I know that there are always those nagging questions. You wonder how one little thing could affect your immigration process. And that's why I'm here to help guide you a little bit, give you a little more, give you an avenue to get your questions answered, and then to get further assistance should you feel you need it after getting the answer to the general answer to your question. So let me start talking about the how to apply for the green card without your US citizen or legal permanent resident spouse. So, of course, you know that if you are seeking to apply without your spouse, then there's probably a situation in your marriage, you're having marital problems, your relationship is volatile, and that is exactly what that application is there for. I am going to just say again, if you have an immigration question you would like to ask, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I am currently monitoring the comments and I will answer your questions as they come in. I will stop doing what I'm doing and answer your questions. So, in this case, if your relationship is volatile, it is, your spouse could be your wife or your husband. They go from promising to file the papers to not filing it because you didn't do something they wanted, or you're not complying with what they wanted, or you're not, they want to use it as a control tool. So they say, well, if you do this, then I'll apply, but you haven't done it. It turns into a manipulative tool. Then this is definitely a resource for you. It is a way for you to empower yourself and to apply for the green card by yourself, so you don't have to be undocumented. You can have options yourself. You can work, you can gain independence again, and you can have some assurance that you will not be, dragged away by ICE, or you won't be looking over your shoulder. You'll be able to work legally. So, what it entails is you apply for this green card by yourself. Of course, you have to submit evidence to show the sort of marital problems that are going on. And then once the application is submitted, you would apply for the work permit. And the work permit then would allow you to get a work permit once it's approved, to work throughout the duration of the green card process, which could be 2 to 2.5 years. It depends on the current processing times, which of course is always changing. But a great aspect of this relief is that you can be here for a number of years without your You could be here for 20 years without your papers, and it would not be go against you. There are ways around it. Um, Previously deported, that is something that could be overcome as well. A visa overstay, that can be overcome. You can stay in the United States, apply for that form of relief, and you would not have to leave. So, for example, other attorneys don't screen for these issues. They don't screen for it. They tell you that no, well, you're gonna just have to leave and apply for the waiver. And yes, that is an option, but a lot of people don't want to risk that. They don't want to leave the country and then get stuck outside of the country if something happens. So this is the best option if you would like to stay in the United States and you qualify, as in the type of relationship you have with your spouse qualified for this relief. So what I would say is, if your spouse is mistreating you, if they are controlling, manipulative, narcissists, if your spouse is a narcissist, if your spouse is jealous, these and this is getting in the way of them applying for you, then this is definitely an option for you. You should give my office a call at 561-405-4889, schedule a consultation, and all being well, we get started on that application right away to get you out of this volatile situation and get you empowered and get you independent. Now, a question I get is, well, do I have to be divorced to be able to get this relief, or do I have to be separated? No, you can still be married with them. We understand it, it is understandable that this is a complex issue. It is about getting you relief for your situation, but it does not put conditions on your decisions. You don't have to make any big decisions. You don't have to divorce your spouse. You don't have to leave them. And the process is confidential. So your spouse doesn't even have to know that you are applying for this relief. You could use my office address for all the correspondence with the USCIS. Once I am the attorney on record, the USCIS will know to contact me and at my address, because these are issues that they are equipped to deal with all the time, and they know that not everyone is safe getting the mail at their address. So please go ahead. I am talking about how to apply for the green card without your spouse. However, this is about you, so ask your immigration questions in the comment box. I am monitoring the comments, and I will gladly stop what I am doing to answer your immigration questions. So that's where you are. So the what I just talked about is, if you are undocumented and you have a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident spouse, but they haven't filed for you, then that is a potential avenue to apply for the green card here in the United States. Stay in the United States despite a visa overstay or unlawful presence. You can still apply for the green card in the United States and get a work permit while the application process is going forward. Now, the other situation where you can apply without your spouse is where you already have your permanent residence. So you already, but it's the 2-year conditional green card. And usually what that means is that they want to see you renew it after 2 years, and they want to see that your spouse is still applying with you. Your spouse is required to submit the petition with you at the 2-year anniversary. Now, if things happen and you may have gotten separated from this spouse, you may have gotten divorced, you may not have gotten separated or divorced, but your spouse is mistreating you or they're being cruel and they're like, I'm not going to apply with you. Um, or in cases like that, then you can apply by yourself and then attach a waiver. Now, the waiver takes preparation, it takes strategy, so it's not something that you can fill out a form and say, here's the waiver. It definitely takes a lot of evidence. With me, I submit evidence and detailed attorney's letter or brief stating exactly why my clients deserve to have their 2 year green card renewed based on the waiver. But this is a definite avenue option for anyone who cannot apply for the permanent residence with their spouse, for a number of reasons. So those reasons could be based on divorce, it could be based on mistreatment and cruelty by the spouse, it could be based on the fact that you may experience extreme hardship if you have to leave the country, and then, of course, there is the death of your spouse, which is not necessarily doesn't require a waiver, but it is you would have to definitely prove that your spouse passed away, and that of course, still prove that it was a bona fide real marriage for the period of time that your spouse was alive. Another thing I'd like to let you know is that usually when you have that 2 year green card, it's only you're only allowed to submit the renewal within the 90 days before the expiration of that 2 year green card. But if a year into your marriage, things fall apart, you become separated, or it's clear that they're not going to jointly file with you, you get divorced, you can file for that waiver at any time. So, okay, so Orlando, no, there are no deals at this time, but if there are, I would definitely let you know. All right. So it remains, my consultation fee remains the same. Just but if there's any changes, I'll definitely let you know. All right. So yeah, so you can apply at any time, and that takes the uncertainty out of the process. So keep that in mind. If you do not, I don't see, I see Orlando here. Thank you, Orlando, for tuning in. Apart from this question, if you have any other questions, just let me know. Otherwise, that is all the information I have today. I'm going to be tuning in live a lot more often. So you can always hop on and ask your questions as soon as you see me going live. And as always, I'm always going to be here, except for if a very important holiday falls on a Friday, maybe not, but I will be here every Friday. Apart from that, every Friday at 6:30 p.m. And I will be here with Noelia, who is the Spanish translator with my firm. So if you would like to ask that nagging immigration question, you didn't get to answer it today, definitely tune into my live shows and I will answer your questions there. All right. And thanks again, Orlando. And I'll let you know, okay, as soon as I have a promotion going on. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.